Oh, Jesus. All right, so your underlying energy, guys, is the Four of Cups. So your Four of Cups situation is talking about there is a lot of apathy. Things are the same and it's boring as heck, and it's honestly not inspiring. It's not, it's nothing. I feel like you guys are very stable in your emotions right now, which is very, very true, I feel. But we're getting to a place of stability in your emotions, but there's still so much that's not happening. That's honestly not happening. You're just kind of like, oh, this is constant and this is just boring and it's not changing. But you don't see that there's a cup right there floating right next to you, offering you something new, something fresh, new love. And the reason why you're feeling this way is because of the King of Swords. I feel like you guys are either dealing with an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, or somebody that you feel is very cold and detached, but they're very good at communicating. They're very they have a very strong stance on their truth, and they are uncompromising in regards to what they believe. They say it like it is, or they charm the mess out of you and how they communicate with you. Something about them in regards to how they communicate. The Hermit's underneath here as well, so I feel like also this has a lot to do with retrospection. But altogether, this is all about the Ace of Cups that you don't see, and the Three of Cups that you're focusing on to try to resolve a solution that actually needs fresh energy, new and fresh energy that's floating near you, and you don't see it. Now, for your current situation, you have the Three of Swords. So the Three of Swords is indicating that there is some old issues that are coming up. There's some triggers that have happened, some heartache possibly recently for a lot of you guys. Maybe that's why you're focusing on the Three Cups, because your emotions are, these Three Cups are the Three Swords that's in your heart. For some of you guys, this could be a third-party relationship, and you're trying to find a way to kind of move forward despite what's probably happened. Now, I don't know if this is a third-party relationship. This could be that. I mean, I don't really like going there. It very well looks like it. Like, you guys are looking at those Three Cups like, oh my God, my heart is broken. I'm looking at my emotions. I don't know how to feel about this, but I don't know how to move forward. Well, the Ace of Cups is saying, well, you make a new cup. You have a cup here offering you something new. I feel like there's somebody else offering you something. Despite this cup, this Three of Swords situation, I feel like there's some pain here. There's some, like I said before, third-party relationship. Maybe this is somebody that's offering you something because of something that hurts you, right? I think you're probably in a relationship already. There's somebody in your life that extends that's extending some sort of offer of love. You don't know what to do with that cup, even if it's not that you don't see it, you do see it. You just don't know how to utilize this or put this in here to put it where you have your current cups and stuff, because you're still dealing with heartache and everything like that. Now, in your goal, you have the Nine of Cups. So the Nine of Cups is talking about you being content and being happy and being very much aware of what your heart's desire is. I feel like right now you don't know what your heart's desire is. You're just trying to honestly pick out of the Three Cups that you got here. You don't see that this, there's a Nine of Cups that's floating up near your head over there, behind you, and it's probably because you don't really see that there's a lot of options around you. Not a lot of options. But the thing here about what's keeping you from this Nine of Cups is that you have the Lovers, which is a decision to make, or even a spiritual connection. So your heart's desire is being blocked because you're not making a decision about what you want. Or I really feel like that's what it is. I feel like ultimately this is about you and what you want. Making a head or heart decision in regards to what you want out of your love life, how to handle this Three of Swords. I'm going to go ahead and clarify this right fast. Three of Swords. Why is this Three of Swords coming up for Pisces in their current state of being? Because maybe this will make a little bit more sense to me. So what you hurting about, and why is the Lovers keeping you from your heart's desire? The Four of Wands. So these old issues about commitment. There's old issues that you have about commitment, or some heartache in regards to commitment here. Okay, that makes sense. So, all right, you want to be content and happy, but is making that decision to be in a relationship or to be committed to someone, again, that's kind of keeping you from having this love in your life, or having this happiness, or to at least, being able to manifest your hopes and dreams because you know what you want. And the reason why that the Lovers is there is because of the Six of Pentacles. I don't think there's a lot of balance going on in your life. There's a lot of imbalance possibly. Or the fact is that maybe you don't want to make a choice because things are pretty balanced right now. Things are pretty even keel at this time, or at least you think it is. It's going to cause a lot of disruption. I think that's ultimately it. This Ace of Cups here and this Four of Cups card, that is like going to disrupt the flow of the Three Cups that's being presented, okay? Because it's like, hey, I'm about to rock your world. You didn't see this coming. So yeah, making the decision to do something different. Yeah, you may be in a current state of pain and stuff, and not feeling like, feeling hurt and everything because of some old commitment. But in order to get to where you want to be, which is content, you have to make a decision about your love life. For some of you guys, I'm not even able to see this another way, honestly, because it's just so very clear in the way it is being presented. It's like, in order for you to be happy, you got to make a decision, and the reason why you haven't made a decision is because everything's been pretty even keel. There's been, either there's been a good give and take, or there isn't any balance at all in the relationship. Now, I feel like right now, the situation here is asking you to look at why you can't commit to can't commit to the relationship. Okay, why can't you? Why can't you? Why do you feel apprehensive about it? What is keeping you from fully committing to the work? Because yes, despite not seeing the results of your work or your labor in regards to this relationship, there's still something here that's keeping you. I mean, what is it? What in yourself is keeping you from just focusing on what needs to be done instead of focusing on the goal? So right now, asking yourself why is very important. Why can't you make up your mind? Why can't you make your decision? Why can't you decide whether this cup of love is something that you want from this King of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or someone that you find that's very strong in the communication sense, very logical, but very detached in how they are emotionally. Okay, so it's all about figuring out the why, Pisces. Really focusing on why you can't make a decision, or why you feel like because I feel like the seven of Pentacles is all about the why. Why can't you commit? Why? Okay, well, is there something? Can you try to? Is there something you can do to commit to the relationship? Okay, within yourself, what is keeping you from connecting, from getting what you want? If it's the work, if it's not sure you're able to get any goals, it's always coming back to how you look at your goals. If you're looking at your goals at all times when you're doing your work, it's going to be very, very hard for you to manifest. But you have to focus on what needs to be done in order to manifest what you want. So it's all about how can you commit to your situation. That's why this card is the why. How can you get to, and how can you commit to your situation? Why can't you commit to the work? Well, if it's like I said, if it's the goal that you don't know this is coming, then it's really all about like, okay, well, if you put the work into it, you will get what you want out of it. But you have to focus on what you're doing rather than what the goal is and how far you are within your goal. You know what I'm saying? Currently, guys, in your feelings, you have the Eight of Swords. So you guys feel very trapped in your thoughts. You don't feel like you're unable to make a decision or unable to go, to do things that you want to do. Okay, and that's hard, right? Because especially with the Seven of Pentacles being your advice and the lack of decision making that's here, because you either have an even keel relationship, excuse me, even keel relationship, or things are not balanced right now. You kind of don't really see how to fix it because you're not really looking in the right areas with this Four of Cups. Yeah, it can be very difficult. You guys can be very like feeling trapped in your thoughts, like, oh, there's no way I can move forward. But these are just thoughts. That's a wonderful thing about it. Your emotions are mimicking how you're thinking. So if you're thinking that you can't move, then you feel stuck. But if you see the path ahead of you, despite not being able to see it, but like if you can't see a way out, then you might need to figure out a way to get out of your situation. Find a solution, because if you have a solution to get out of your situation, you'll be able to get out of your situation. But if you right here, you see there's no solution. I feel like you guys feel like there's no solution here. When there is a solution, there is a solution. You have to believe that there's a solution. If you don't, then yeah, you're just letting this all fall through the wayside, like on the side. You're letting this, roll up on the gutter. You have to find a solution. And finding a solution is very easy when you believe there's a solution first. But you got to believe there's a solution first. And if you believe that there's a solution, you have to work on the solution. Right now you see what's wrong with the situation. Right now you see what's lacking, what you don't have. But how can you get there? If you want something, you have to figure out a way to get there. And that's what the decision making is lacking. You're not seeing an opportunity or a way to get to where you are because you have old issues constantly reminding you of what you don't have, constantly reminding you of what you've been through, constantly reminding you of what commitment you may not have anymore. And that messes everything up, the dynamic. So right now, guys, really try to figure out how you can get to where you want to be, how to get to this Nine of Cups energy, to be content and be happy and truly be happy. And if, to really be solution based. Nothing is ever without a solution. And that is a big thing when the Eight of Swords is in your feelings. It's suggesting that your heart is saying otherwise. So you have to try and do, you have to try and, morph your thoughts a little bit. All right. And really switch the mind to the solution rather than the problem. Right. It's always important to know the problem, but to know the solution is to see this situation from another angle. Now for your hopes and fears, you have the Five of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles is talking about what's lacking. And I feel like you guys feel like there is no solution again. I think the fear for you guys is that there's not a lot of options. There's not a lot of options. There's no help available. Or you guys may feel like you feel very vulnerable and left out in the cold. I think that's the fear. You don't want to be left out in the cold. You don't want to be struggling. And that is the ultimate fear. But there is still people around you willing to help you. There's other options, there's other avenues, and there's other things you can do to get you to where you want to be. You're not going to be this forever. This is a five of Pentacles. It's all about change. It doesn't stay this way. So, because it's imbalance, right? It's not balanced. It's not stable. There's no foundation here. You can't stay in this forever. So yeah, there is going to be struggling. There is going to be a little bit of work, but it's all about focusing on where you want to be and what you need to get to, right? And how to get to it, really. Because as you see, they're walking. They know how to get to their destination is by walking. They know how to open the door to the church is by opening that door. They're not thinking about, okay, if I open the door, will they accept me in? No, just do everything and it's step by step. Do everything step by step, Pisces. And if you do everything step by step, just focusing on on each task as it's given to you, and not what you're expecting to happen or what you need to happen, you will get what you need. You will manifest what you need. And you manifest what you want, even. So your goal, or your outcome rather, is the Six of Wands. So I feel like you'll be recognized for the actions that you've been putting forth. You'll be noticed for the work that you've been putting in, and you will be rewarded for that. I feel like the rewards will come from the recognition. You will be recognized, and that's the victory to that. So guys, it's all about what you guys are doing. Okay, committing to your situation and committing to it fully, finding a solution to your situation that you feel trapped in. Okay, because the Three of Swords here, Three of Swords, Eight of Swords, high-fiving each other. Don't let this keep you from having the Nine of Cups. There is a way to get here, but you have to believe it first. You have to believe there's a way to get here. You're never going to be stuck doing the work forever. You're gonna have days where you're gonna be victorious. You're gonna have times where you're gonna fail. You're going to have all these times, but it's all about it's all about the solution. It's all about finding the problem. Find the problem and then finding the solution right after. Not dwelling on what's going on. Not dwelling on what's missing. Not dwelling on what hurts and what sucks and what's the constant thing for you. Because if you can overcome your problems by finding a solution to deal with it. Not to escape from it, but to deal with it. All right. Let's see. Pisces, what your romance angels has to say for this week. Whoa. All right, let's try this again. And remember, Pisces, you guys are very magical. You guys are the most magical sign out of all of them. Even more, honestly, more powerful than Sagittarius. You can manifest and bring to light anything that you want. But there's always the fears that keep you guys from being able to utilize your gifts. It's always the fears and the not seeing the solution. You have Virgo as your south node, as your opposite sign, rather. Okay, so that is being able to see the details and manifest that into reality, right? You have every opposite sign has a little bit of, every sign has a bit of their opposite sign in them. That's why Gemini and Sagittarius work together so well. They can see the similarities. Leo and Aquarius don't work very well because they see the similarities. You have that very same thing. Virgo is very solution based. What doesn't work, it doesn't work. You see the flaws in it, but you see the flaws in your situation and you don't see the solution. It's time to see the solution so that way you can utilize your special gifts of being able to to manifest whatever you want in a heartbeat. But just knowing that you can get out of your situation. And it's also going to require to have faith in yourself. I feel like for a lot of you guys, the reason why you don't feel like you can get out of your situation is because you don't have faith in yourself to get out of it. Because you have all the issues that you never really worked on, or you have issues that have been dormant for a while. So it's hard to see a solution when you haven't been able to get out of it. You don't have faith in yourself to get out of it. But you have to believe it. Okay? As intuitive as you guys are, you can get out of your situation. You just have to believe it. Okay? True love. This is a romance of a lifetime. Okay? And this is true love. And I feel like your love is here. I do see that, but I feel like there's some old issues are coming up that's keeping you from truly enjoying yourself and keeping you from really being happy. And I feel like this cup of love is there, but you're so focused on what's not working and what you need, what emotionally is taxing, that you don't see that this love is being offered to you. And this love is very, very, very strong. Okay. This is a true love. Don't shut it out because you can't see a solution right now. Work on finding a solution so that way you can be happy. Okay. I'm going to pull you guys a Wisdom of the Oracle card as well for the week. You guys have Thinker. So take some time out and think about how you can conquer your situation, conquer it, and manifest the dreams and the happiness that you guys want. Like I said before, you guys Pisces are very, very magical. Manifesting comes easy to you, but you have to be in the right vibration. You have to have your emotions in the right vibration, and you have to see a solution to your problems. Every magician has their tricks and ways of getting out of their illusions. You have the same gift, but you have to see that you have this gift. You have to believe in yourself that you can get out of your own trick. You can perform your trick and get out of there. That you can prevail and be victorious. Okay, it's going to take some time to think about it. So take some time to think about the ways you can solve your problems, solve your solutions. Solve your issues, so that way you can be truly happy with and be in love with the person that you're with right now. Because there's a lot of focus on you and what's wrong and because all these issues are your personal issues. They're not anyone else's, and it has nothing to do with this connection. It's about a head or heart decision, big time. I'm not getting that this is on anyone else. These old feelings are coming up because these are your old issues, and it's something about not making a decision about something. It could be that there's a connection here, but it doesn't make sense. So I really feel like it's about a decision that needs to be made in regards to yourself, about what you want and how to handle your situation that's making you feel very trapped. Okay, that makes you feel like there's no solution. Because you have love here. It is strong. The love, the connection is there. The offer is being offered to you, but you just don't see it. You're not making the decision to accept it right now because you've got fears and issues that come up, blocking your way.